Oh, that's where I left the cameras, behind the transition.
Oh my. Hi, I'm Nate. I co-wrote, directed, edited, shot, and if you look very carefully in the video, I have a couple of cameos.
Hi, I'm Eastman. I co-wrote and starred in Nonsense, along with other famous films like...
Hello, I'm Sarah. I filmed the behind the scenes as well as assistant directed, co-wrote, produced, and acted a little as well.
Now that we're all buddy-buddy, let's take a look at our scripting stage. And welcome to our flip chart.
Hello there. Okay, so this is where we hashed out all the ideas. We did not come up with the idea for a flip chart. We stole this from the DVD commentary of Hot Fuzz. It's a good idea. It really helps get ideas out. This isn't where it started, though. He actually started the idea by pitching it to us in a bar.
Yes, I just had a vague idea for a little movie about a guy stuck in a dream and he's trying to get back out. Now, we actually went through a couple of signs that happen in your dreams in real life, but in your dreams. Sometimes you try and punch, but it doesn't work that well. You try and run in place, don't get anywhere. Clocks are different, a whole bunch of different things, and we tried to incorporate that into the shoot.
After that, we decided to sit around the table and just lob around dreams we'd had. So you had the Doomsday Dream over here.
Yeah, just general post-apocalyptic scenes, you know, not that fun.
I had a heist getaway dream. Basically, I was running the heck away from Tom Sizemore from the movie Heat, and it was terrifying. So we went into just some run-of-the-mill dreams after that. There's a flying thing, TV dream, falling, the radio kind of coming into your dream because your alarm clock's going off but you don't want to get up. Everybody really liked the hallway of high school idea. We'd all had the dream where we were in high school, but everything was different.
This entire flip chart was we just put every single idea we had and then we kind of picked and chose it from there.
Yeah. It's all here, actually, for stuff that's in the video. There's the spaghetti shoes. There he is tied up by spaghetti. That is actually the hallway dream. This was all from a different section that we had to cut.
But I think we have that written down on the next page here.
Ooh, we have that right
Oh, okay, well that's a bit sideways. Let me take care of that with a transition. Oh, hey Sarah.
Hey.
Alright, so on the next page we expanded upon each of the 5 different scenes. We split it up into 5 different scenes, by the way. And then we put some general script and some shots that we wanted to do in each section. The first one was the heist, so we got the robbers talking to each other and a few different running shots that Nate wanted to set up.
The second was at high school. We then had him run into his old high school where he was outcastedly looking like a freshman. And he was late, so he had to run to the corridor. We went to high school in Richmond, Ontario, and we decided to go back and ask as an alumni if we could use their facilities as well as borrow more or less their students. So we had 4 hours to shoot this with this location shot with the kids. We only were able to do shooting until 6. After that there is an insurance policy that kicks in for a high school, and I did not know that. I didn't know. Did you know that?
I don't film with students a lot.
Oh, kids.
Should I cut?
Yeah, I'm...
And then we did the dinner scene all by itself. And then we had a sleep paralysis scene, which due to time constraints we were not able to put in the film. Now, sleep paralysis is a horrible thing where your mind wakes up but your body doesn't. And in that meantime, your mind is very confused and makes scary noises, weird things in your peripherals. Basically a nightmare, but you're awake. And we tried to do a couple of cool things, like have some fog in there, some nice red and blue lights, shadows playing across the wall. None of it worked out, so we had to skip it. And then the final scene is me waking up in the bed.
I guess we should probably transition right about now.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Get into the next part of the BTS. Oh no!
With scripting out of the way, and move right into the shoot.
First day of the shoot. We started off with, well,
Chinese food.
Once we'd got dinner, we set up the green screen in the living room, which is a setup I've used in the past for work. You can see in the background a really nicely wrapped bulb.
I discovered that I'm very bad at karate chopping because I had to do a lot of takes for that.
There wasn't a whole lot of dialogue, but whenever there was, we busted out the Rode mic. Also, masks are delicious, I found it. We choked each other for a while. that's pretty much it. There wasn't much to the first day at all. Day 2, the high school.
Within a week, we were able to get the location and the students. We ended up getting 9 out of 20 that we pitched to. In retrospect, I think the 9 students were better because we got to be a little bit more intimate with them, get to know them a little bit better.
I think if we'd had more, it would have been more of a crowd to wrangle too. This was manageable.
Very easy to manage, actually.
Yeah.
They were very good students, so props to them.
They were, really.
Yes.
For the CAF scene, we knew we needed a crowd of students. The 9 worked really good for the corridor, but for the CAF, we had to have a lot more. So what we did is Sarah marked off what chairs they were sitting in, and we had them move all around the room, and then we just comped them together in After Effects.
We had to get permission forms filled out for the students. That was a bit of a new experience for us, but we had to print off, official legal forms and get them to fill that out.
So there's a
Custodian.
custodian. I don't think any of them knew we were.
There were some mopping buckets that kept appearing in the background of shots that kind of ruined it a bit.
So on the 3rd day, we set up in Nate and Sarah's bedroom to do the wake-up scene, and we also had a good friend of ours, Heidi, to help us out with that. I spiked the alarm clock into the bed, it bounced off, hit the wall, made a hole in the wall, but it landed in the garbage can, which was impressive.
That was not in the script.
And Nate and I are pretty close, so we really have no issues doing shots like this.
We needed to get close-ups of Eastman's face, and I didn't want to spend a lot of time setting it up. So I just crouched over him.
And in the same day, while we still had Heidi helping us out, we got her set up on the green screen. We needed her as a replacement robber. The other people that we had set up weren't able to make it. So Heidi does not have the same masculine figure that me and Nate do, so the jackets we tried to put on her were a little bit loose.
They look like
so we made up some solutions.
This is day 4. We set up for the washroom scene first. That light right there is going to light the corridor, and then the fake window light was actually just this one light we put in the shower.
And we also had Dustin standing in the tub with the audio.
This also is the same day we decided to do my scene.
It's actually one of the more I'd say possibly the most complicated scene we did, just because of the timing. We had to have Nate under the table, push Sarah back, and we had to have me with the blocker over the light, and also Dustin having to lift up the shoes. And we also made a giant bowl of spaghetti. I don't think any of us expected to have that much.
No. Wow.
It looks impressive, and we had leftovers for a while, but yeah, too much.
So day 5, we had to make more fake spaghetti to wrap around Eastman.
It's a pain in the butt to cut.
As you can see, getting stuck in my hair. And we did a lot of overshots of Eastman, trying to get the in-between shots. We clamped and weighted down to do the string effect, because later we will reverse it and make it look like it's attacking him.
We did this for hours, because at first we only did about 4 strands, and it looked really unimpressive.
It was very much like a harp. There's Lila enjoying it.
Lila loves spaghetti.
And hit the face. Actors need love, and they need food. Sometimes you just gotta do a thing like that over AD.
Day 6, Foley Day!
Woo!
So we did a lot of wine glass work, because it sounds cool. We were originally only going to have it for the dinner scene, but we threw it in for the rest, because it just sounds cool. Nate, what sort of microphone are we using right now?
Looks like we're using the RØDE NTG2 microphone.
Nate did a lot of physical sound effects for us. Took a couple in the gut, a couple in the head to get the sound effect of the shoes hitting me in the head for the spaghetti scene.
And I'm choking myself.
Yeah, we had to do some self-choking noises. Very hilarious. I had to stop every 5 seconds and laugh at it.
Editing's a lonely job. Part of the reason I got Sarah to paint the backgrounds is because I know if we tried to pull it through Photoshop, it wouldn't end up looking realistic, and it would just look really crap. So I figured, why don't we go in completely the other direction and make it look kind of like a cartoony dream kind of thing.
And this has been our behind the scenes for the RØDE video competition, and now for some blatant pandering of their product. RØDE, microphones, yeah, RØDE, break down now, RØDE. Wow, it sure is great quality on that RØDE microphone that you are using on the behind the scenes camera. From RØDE.